You guys just felled this troll. You have a sleeping little baby troll on your shoulder. Is the troll still tied up?
No, she untied it.
No.
Yeah.
Linkaloo untied it.
All right, and you can still hear the river going by, and you still have your mission. The
We have a
trail
baby.
is wide open.
And we have a baby.
The trees around you are mostly downed. It looks like a forest clearing just occurred.
Right.
And Biscotti, all of a sudden, like when you look, the little baby troll's like shrub kind of merges with Biscotti's hair for a moment, and it like just whoop, whoop. You see like this magic like pump into his hair, and it blows up like a balloon. It becomes this big this big like multicolored fro, and it moves around and kind of like forms little hands and then forms a
What's
face.
it called? Troll hair?
My fro has hands too. Oh my god, this is the best
The
I can
hair
do.
itself like molds into like different shapes. It's almost like flubber on his head, but hair.
Well, I can't
I
do.
love this.
Speaking of hair, so the troll that we downed had magical hair. Did
Yeah.
we want-
Are we gonna scout?
He was
the
saying that
daddy
if we could
troll?
sell it on the black market, and it's also known for using like the hair was known to be used in like potions and stuff.
So should we just say that we cut off a little bit?
I mean, it's there. Like, why not?
I'm covering baby fro's eyes from their desecration of its father or mother figure.
I'm sorry. I feel a little guilty about it, but it's also
We're just cleaning it up for a
To
proper
attack us.
burial.
At the
I'll
same
leave you a
time.
bracelet to wear as you grow to remember your parent. Okay.
That's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
yeah.
At all.
At the same time,
Totally
I see
what I
all
was thinking.
the fro hair grasping, and I see all my eyebrows with various forms of
Tentacles.
weaponry, and I reach out and I see one of the eyebrows, instead of wielding the daggers like all the other eyebrows, which I specifically said earlier, one eyebrow had to go rogue and is wielding a pickaxe. I take that pickaxe from that eyebrow, I pluck the eyebrow, and I put the pickaxe in the hands of the fro, so that my fro now has a pickaxe
I love
of destiny.
it. Pickaxe of destiny.
When
Yeah.
you put the pickaxe up there toward the fro, the fro kind of like feels it out, kind of like horse lips. It's like
Mhm, mhm.
grabs
And
and
I just-
holds the pickaxe above your head.
I just think to myself that Bob Ross has been such like an inspirational figure in my life ever since we, were born in the same hospital on the same day in that nursery together. Our lives were forever intertwined, much like my hair with this baby trolls.
Oh gosh.
Once your hair has like come to its like full like size, the baby troll's hair disappears.
I love it.
Oh.
But all right.
Be
you
the
have
Ross.
the
Be the
zebroids or
Ross.
the zebred men, or whatever you guys are calling them at this point.
The
Ginger
Zebraman.
Zebraman.
The hair of the troll remains really brightly colored, even though the rest of the troll fades.
No.
Aw.
Hmm.
So magic
it's-
color is still color, but
The normal
non-magic
color
is
is
nice.
faded.
Yeah. Interesting.
How interesting.
I assume my blue is holding strong.
Your blue is slightly faded.
Oh, shoot.
Good sensor.
Oh, darn.
Oh, blue.
Sugar.
Ooh, but is hollow fading.
Mhm.
Oh, I was already
Because-
faded.
because-
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was already
okay.
faded.
I missed that. Okay.
Everything is fading in color.
Does anyone have
except
any
for the
pie
blue.
left? Because that pie had some real vivid colors in it.
I ate the rest of mine. Sorry.
Oh,
He
you ate
didn't
the
roll.
pie, all right. Okay.
Oh no, I want to know what happened.
Are any of Inlia's colors fading? She didn't eat the pie.
Yes, Inlia's colors are also fading.
Well, I'm out of
It wasn't
ideas, but I'm not
pie
out of. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It wasn't pie related. I don't think.
Wasn't pirated.
I feel like we're going reverse Wizard of Oz.
I'd like to invite everyone to take a stop by my real life restaurant, Pie Related, now available.
Yes.
man.
Okay. So
We should, I guess, if baby is being carefully distracted, take a little
Maybe
bit of the
still
hair
asleep.
because we might find usage for it.
Okay. So you guys cut the troll's hair off of its
Not
head.
all of it, but like a little bit.
How much is a little bit?
Snips.
Well, how long is his hair? Like you said, it's a troll, so I keep saying,
The troll is really, really large. You probably could make a small square bale of this hair. Like there's a lot.
I don't I don't want to dust fall in the wind. Honestly, I'm
like
just gonna
a
cut like a couple
handful.
strands. Like that's
Yeah.
all yet.
Okay.
I'm rather greedy. I scalp a nice large section of the back and tuck it in my basket and begin weaving a little bracelet for baby troll.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
Got it. Okay.
Am I still blind?
You are currently still blind, yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm doing this. I can't see
I'll
You're
cut
like-
it for you. It's okay.
over here.
Can I do a Arcana check to see if that I feel like something that's going to fade over time, or if it's going to stick with her? The
Oh,
blindness.
the blindness? Yeah.
This is my
No.
no.
I don't know.
Just no.
This is fine. It'll fade.
This is fine.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's good.
Okay. I have faith in you. You guys have never steered me wrong before. That's what led to this problem. I went off kilter and we'll know for next time.
Wow, that's so grown up. And not whiny at all.
Character
What's wrong
growth.
with you?
Character growth. I don't whine. I welcome any kind of craziness.
It's a bard's life.
It's a bard's life. You just roll with
It's a
it.
bard knock life for us.
The show must go on. It will just make the sword throwing that more interesting. I would say probably everyone should probably step back another 5-6 feet though when I'm doing this, maybe even 10 actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. But anyways, we should probably start figuring out what we're going to do next.
I look up around on the ground. Do we see any tracks that look like zebra hoof prints, footprints?
I thought you
Okay.
would never ask.
Right?
Roll survival for me.
Okay. This is not something I'm very good at. So dice, please be my friend. 3 plus 5, so 8.
Carry the 1. There's no 1. It's an 8.
Yep. Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of tracks on this road. You're not really sure if you could distinguish any of
Is something else
Biscotti.
happening to Biscotti? Everyone's silent.
them.
I see no signs of these zebras. Perhaps you can spot their hooves or feet or whatever it is, Biscotti. I don't know what they have.
I look at you and say, my ability to track tracks is second only to my ability to not track tracks.
To not
And then I roll survival and get a 14 because I have 0 survival and I didn't know what was going to happen there.
Okay. While you're kind of rambling about tracks, you look down at right at the front of your foot, and there's a hoof print. You're like, "Huh, look at that."
It behooves me to point this out. And
Oh no.
Oh,
well,
no.
look at you with all the word puns. You get troll hair, magical afro, and you just think you've got it now. I see.
I'm just trying to live. Look at me, for God's sakes. A lot has happened to me today.
I mean, I'm looking at you. I'm not really seeing much right now, but I'm looking at you.
Yes.
I feel
well,
seen for the first time, Holo. I feel really seen.
You're embracing the blue.
I'm blue. Da ba dee da ba da.
Oh.
How many like chords are we allowed before we get sued for music copyright?
Now you just need like
Yeah,
a
like 30
duplication
seconds.
spell. You need like a duplication spell, and you really will be the Blue Man Group.
So for a donation of $20, you can multiply Biscotti, and he'll be his very own Blue Man
Oh
Group.
no, I feel like that's a big bad for himself.
With multiple personalities.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
So
You can
I
be
point to the
Biscotti and Scone.
mhm.
You know?
And Stellador breadsticks, which were not quite breadsticks, but
Mm-mm.
we all know what's up.
But they're
I
still
point to the
tasty.
tracks because we've still got a game here. And then I say, Holo, lead the way.
Sure.
Do you like Velma it, or you like?
Yeah, I'm like, can't see without my glasses.
Oh, I
Can't
forgot.
see.
I cast Dispel Magic on Holo.
Oh, okay. Holo, you
Is
can
she
see.
still blue?
Yay.
She is. Still blue.
I'm
Like I
still
said,
here.
lead the way.
All right, I shall lead the way. Carefully tucking my long swords. I'm not hurting anything now.
To be fair, you never did hurt anything.
True.
And the
You're lucky I like you, Sean.
Hi, I'm DM.
the most brutal cutting words of the night goes to the DM.
Is anyone surprised? Maybe.
Not really.
Love you. That was so mean. All right, well, I will still she'll
Okay.
walk into the woods.
All right. Can you roll survival for me?
Of course.
See how good you are at leading everybody.
Ooh, well, now that I can see, that kind of helps, you know.
Just a
You
little
said
bit.
nature?
Survival.
Survival, that is going to be a dirty 20, my good man.
Nice.
You're pretty good. So
I appreciate my
first
eyes so
footprint?
much more now.
you see the next. The road's kind of dry where you're at, so these are like kind of oldish. But as you follow them, the road gets a little bit wetter. You can tell it's rained here recently, and there's like pretty fresh prints, and they go forward along to the right at a fork in front of you. And then you see them immediately turn left into the forest.
I think we should follow those footprints and I'll point them out.
Sorry, I'm having hold on.
Hold on.
difficulties
Inley is
with
getting a
the
call that may have additional information about what we need to do.
Yeah.
You hearing any whispers in the wood?
She's phoning a
trying-
frond and speaking with plants. 1 second, please. I'm down with whatever you say, Holo.
Cool. All right, so I guess we will follow the footprints.
Mhm. Follow, follow,
We do
follow,
it.
follow the footprints along.
Oh, let me just like, what do it? Sean.
Trying to figure out like what's going on. Okay, so you guys go into the woods.
Into the woods. Da-da-da-da.
Into the woods, yeah. So you cross through this left. You went to the right. You went left. You end up back on the trail on the left side, and like way ahead of like where the previous trail was. There's more footprints or hoof prints, and you see on the ground a little white speck of something. You're not quite sure what it is.
I will go up close to inspect it.
Can you roll investigation for me?
Of course. Ooh, good too. That is investigation. That is an 18.
Okay. It's paste-like. When you bring it up onto your finger, it feels kind of like frosting.
She would. I will taste the frosting.
You had to weigh that a second.
I was like, would she do that? Yes, she would. Like,
Okay. It's not frosting.
Aww.
Same consistency, but it's definitely paint. With your high investigation, I'm going to say it's titanium white.
like I create water and try and just try and get the taste out of my mouth. Okay,
The
not
trail
frosting.
Continues forward, back into another section of the woods.
So he like crosses over the path and goes back in the
crosses
woods.
over and then goes like, oops, I'm going to throw away.
Humph.
They're using the Bob's paints. This is not to be tolerated.
No, definitely not.
Should
poor
we continue to
tongue.
follow?
We should probably continue to fall.
All right. When you guys go into the woods, you run smack dab into a large white wall of marble.
Oh, well, that doesn't look very nice.
How high is it?
It is about 6 feet high.
Oh, okay.
Slab of marble.
Mm-hmm. It's a big slab of marble. It goes at least 20 feet both directions away from you.
Scotty, you said that they like to work with the Kenku. Do we? I mean, is this like standard for what they would do?
Well, when I said that, I was mostly talking out of my censored, and I have no idea if this is at all related to that. Does the 20 feet on the other side look like it like curves, or it's just like a 20 feet
Like, you just
wide,
can't
6 feet
see
high wall?
beyond
Okay, we
it.
can't go.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is everyone? Who's very light amongst our group? I'm a half elf. What's everyone else?
Water genasi.
Tiefling.
I'm a
Linka?
half elf.
We got 2 half elves.
So none of you are particularly heavy.
What's that?
So none of you are particularly heavy
No.
sounding.
No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay. So me, I kind of like gestured to Holo and to Linka, Linkaloo, and we all like put our hands out for Inlia to step on our hands to boost to look over the wall.
Okay. I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do our proper bard cheerleader mounting form, and you like climb up, and it's like, oh,
Okay.
over the wall. You know?
Ready? Okay.
Love it.
There
can I
must
see anything
be
over the
some
wall
clovers
after
in
that?
the atmosphere. Sorry, go ahead.
Rah, rah, ree. Kick him in the knee. Rah, rah,
Yes.
Kick him in the other knee. When you are lifted up in Leah, you place your hands on the top of the wall, and it is wet. When you take
With
your hand
water?
off, it's covered in white paint.
Oh, shocking.
No.
Is it just paint? It's not like magical. It's not eating my hands.
It's not doing anything crazy.
Eating
However,
your hands.
when you take your hand off the wall and you have the wet paint on your hand, a piece of the wall is suddenly missing.
This is like Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Hey, hold on. Create some
Yeah.
water.
So I think-
Wash a hole in the wall.
I will create water and just.
Okay. The wall just fizzles away.
Yeah.
Okay, that was
Oh,
cool.
you can pour water over my hands too.
Ooh, does any of her hands disappear?
No, her hands don't.
Well, they probably weren't gonna until you said it.
Thank goodness.
Wait a minute. Yes.
Yes. they disappear.
No, you still have your hands.
Good idea.
All right.
Okay.
Through the wall, what you can see is there's a very short little path that's you've been walking on like a dirt path for right now for a little while. This is like black asphalt, which to you is really strange looking. Like you've never seen anything like this. It just looks like a black sheet of road. And then just beyond it is a clearing with a small cabin. There's something off about the cabin. There's not like neat rows of logs building it up. It's all kind of like blended together, and things are at an angle. And the windows aren't quite in the right place, and the door is not very like symmetrical. Everything about it is very asymmetrical and kind of off kilter. It looks like someone made it out of pillows.
Does it look abstract?
It is a bit abstract, but more like a kid's drawing. There's little puffs, little happy puffs of smoke coming up of the chimney.
Interesting.
Is there anyone around? Can we like see anybody? Are there windows? Can we see inside at all?
Everybody make a perception check.
Perception is +5.
So, all right.
5 + 5, a big old 10.
18 for me.
22.
All right. So, Bisco and Inlia, you see that right around like the right edge of this cabin, there is I don't know how to describe it, a multicolored like walking horse. But you think so, but this thing looks like the package of a fun. You guys ever had Fun Stripe gum?
Yeah.
The gum that had flavor for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So they put 32 in a pack. This horseman thing looks like that type of container. It's just covered in colors and just striped. It looks like it's textured in some way. You can't quite tell, but it's very slick and shiny. But he just kind of like you can barely see just like his silhouette and a little bit like of him coming around the corner of the house. What do you want to do?
That makes me think of the Wizard of Oz horse that changes color.
Horse of many colors. Yes, that's exactly where I got the idea.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't see it, so I don't know.
I look at Inlia.
Oh,
Eyebrow cock.
it's an animal, right?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I look at you for
Kind of.
taking the lead.
I have a spell. Well,
Ooh, what spell do you
I don't
have?
have any more level 1 spell slots. Or first level spell slots.
That's okay. You've
I
got
wanna
some high
speak with
levels.
Animals, though.
Throw them out.
Can I
Bring
cast
'em out,
it as
bring
a
'em
second
out.
level if it doesn't show it in the second level list?
Yes,
though?
you can burn higher level spell slots for lower level
Oh,
spells.
it's just there's no advantage to doing it.
Right.
Mhm.
Right, yeah, you don't get any like special bonuses or anything like that.
So I have speak with animals. So gain
Okay.
the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with the beast for a duration.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's so maybe I'll try to talk to it.
All right.
And
Do you look any
maybe
more
ask
animally?
it- huh?
Do you look any more animally when you do this?
No.
Okay. You look exactly the same. You're just like
I move
Sure.
away from her because I'm hideous and I don't want to spook it. So
I just look really maybe I appear now. So it's the horse. I like suddenly I look like an equestrian. I like am wearing horse riding gear.
Nice.
But but I want to call out to it, and I don't know. I guess ask it if it's friendly. Try to figure
Alright.
out what this house is.
Okay.
Hopefully, it doesn't attack me.
So you start coming up to the house, and you see it kind of looking at its forehoof, I guess. That's what I've got. It's just kind of like seems to be picking something out of there, and then it looks up and goes. "No." Clop, clop,
It's gonna
clop.
totally like speak English. It like speaks common. I didn't have to use it.
Comes over to you and goes. It kind of like and just looks at
So I
you.
just do something back.
What do you say?
I just want to. Okay, well, hi, we're friendly. What's this house?
Well, who's this we?
Oh, me, the royal we.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Finlia, what's your name?
Oh, I was hoping it'd be Wilbur.
No.
Oh, I
So,
love you
what is
so
this?
much.
What is this building here?
I'm Effie. This is my house. I've been here a while.
Oh, do you know anything about the color? The color is still like reduced here, right?
Funny you should ask that. He's very bright. He's not really that dimmed. The house is.
Hmm.
I have a question about this house. You said that it was like puffy and stuff looking. Is it at all marshmallowy looking?
Hello.
No, it just looks like it's very like off kilter. It doesn't look stable.
Okay.
And it's kind of like the lines that you would normally see, like sharpness is gone. It's all fuzzy.
I'm going to walk up and tell him, I can do you a solid. And I'm going to cast Tiny Hut and say, look at this beautiful mansion. And then I'm going to pretend that I'm the big bad wolf and I'm going to huff and puff and attempt to blow the house down.
Okay. All right, so let me just process that for a moment.
And then I'm going
I'm
to
like
hand
talking
them
to it, and then she
my
barges up.
Yeah.
and I'm going to
so-
hand them my painter's supplies as temptation to go in the
alright.
tiny hunt.
So you hear this horse thing, this zebroid talking to. That almost sounds like I'm saying racial slurs. Okay. That's terrible.
God.
Let's stick with zebred.
I like yeah,
Zebred,
zebra.
Yeah, zebred.
So she's talking to this zebred, and he is making noises at her, and she's making noises at him. They're not speaking common. You come up, and when you do, you kind of spook him a little bit, and he's just kind of like.
It's okay. I hung out with minotaurs.
You start talking to him, and his ear kind of cocks to the side. He's listening. You start casting a spell, and he just runs away,
Like into the woods.
like into the house.
Huh.
In
Well,
I
Leah,
was
you hear
doing
him
really
saying,
well on my own.
Knock knock, big summer blowout.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
I'm so sorry. That did not go at all as intended.
Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout.
That was
you
worse
hear
than
in the house
when that
like some
place dropped.
crashing. And
Okay,
crash.
so we know not to use magic around this thing. Person.
Yes, I'm gonna go up to the. Did he like slam the door? Can I go up to the door and like knock and just be like, "It's me," and like, we weren't done talking.
Go away! No one's home!
Then you suddenly hear you can't really hear what this person's saying, but you hear like some soft undertones like
Oh.
His
And then
voice,
you
like
hear
same voice, like the
calm.
same.
No, it's definitely someone else. You
Okay.
hear like a calm, and the door opens, and you see Bob.
Okay.
Oh,
Is it insight check? Is it really Bob
you're not
Ross,
there.
or is it Rob?
Yeah, we're not there.
Oh, damn it!
You can be.
He's yelling this from like
Where am I?
60 feet back.
Check.
Nice cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Hi there.
Is there? Can I tell if it's actually Bob?
You're gonna have to roll insight.
Mm.
4.
Oh no.
Yes, it is definitely Bob Ross.
Totally Bob. It's
Cool.
totally him, guys. Okay. Bob, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? This is where I live. How did you find? Who are you?
I was there with your best friend Biscotti. I'm just kidding. But I was there. I feel like he would see me. Okay, if this is actually Bob, then he would have seen me, right? Initially, when we were starting the whole thing, because he came to our house. Okay, so he doesn't
Yeah,
recognize me
technically.
now.
He doesn't recognize you now. Yeah.
Am I close
anybody
enough
else-
to see the Bob Ross?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can
guys.
kind of see what's
Yeah,
going
I think we're all slowly coming. Like,
Can I call everybody over and be like, "This is weird, but I just ran into Bob here. It's totally Bob, but it's really weird that he's here."
didn't
He doesn't do
Didn't
anything
you-
when you do that.
Knew I should have blown the house down.
He
didn't we
doesn't do
leave
anything
you
when
at
do
our
that.
tent?
What?
I was asking.
Oh, you're talking to Bob. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Didn't we leave you at our tent?
I'm sorry. Who are all of y'all?
I mean, this is Scotty, and he's your best friend, right? We keep hearing.
I mean, I just turned to my group and I may have overstated a few things earlier.
You came to our home. We gave you pie. You asked us to take care of the thing that stole your paint palette. Does any of this
Oh.
ring a bell?
Oh no. Oh, I think I know what happened. This is just a happy little accident. It's okay.
Oh.
So these guys, and he turns so that you can see that there are four horsemen. No.
Oh no!
Oh.
There are 4 Z-bred men behind him that are sitting munching on carrots and such. And he's like, "Well, I hired these guys to get my pallet back." And he holds the pallet up. He's like, "See." So
Insight check.
think, okay.
Oh,
No.
just no. No.
Yeah, I mean, everything he's saying, I mean, possibly makes sense. You're starting to wonder if maybe the other Bob that you met wasn't the real Bob Ross.
Were we the second string?
No.
My good friend would never do that to us.
I feel like we're the second string.
Oh, do you have more friends? I was just about to start a painting session.
I have
Bob.
my painter's supplies.
I have a question for you.
You're a stranger.
As you can see, I'm a little bit faded, and I'm thinking of whether I should go with a bright blue or a titanium white. Which of those two would you recommend?
I'd pick the Fallon blue for that. Right here, we'll get a little brush right here, a light brush, because we want to create that effect of shine. We're gonna crisscross brush, and he takes his brush which shines with this bright blue paint. And he goes, if you don't mind, and he sweeps over you, and you suddenly become this bright phosphorescent blue.
Whoa.
This is difficult.
Are the colors more vibrant here now? Or are they
He's-
still semi-washed out?
if you like don't stop him from like going outside, he's like, yeah, and I think we need to add some happy trees here. He like you see him like put his brush out to the air and just a tree just like like forms and he's just like putting leaves on it.
Guys, I think we done goofed.
I'm still not convinced. I'm very upset by all of this.
I,
Oh, some grass. Definitely need to use it.
I'm questioning my life choices again.
Bob, Bob, is that short for Robert?
I prefer Bob. It's fine.
But is it short for Robert? And I want to make sure your name is Bob Ross and not Rob Boss.
that is great.
So, quick question. You said you hired these guys. I'd like nod to the Z-Bread men and say to get your pallet back. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And who took it that you needed to hire them?
My brother.
And who's your brother?
Well, you might have heard him. He's got kind of a funny little name. It's a monochrome.
And what does he look like?
He looks a little like me, I guess. He's got real tall, spiky hair, wears brightly colored, raggedy outfits. But you know, the face, you know, the family resemblance is still there.
When you were growing up, how did your parents or friends or others tell you apart?
Oh, I mean, you could always tell us apart by the way that we spoke.
I'm almost certain that's not true.
What makes you say that? Did you run into?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Possibly.
So, Bob, we're having a little get together back at the Mary Mitchell house, and we would love if you could accompany us back there right now. I think it would be wonderful if you and all the Z-Breads could also join us.
Perhaps host your painting station there. We could pay him pie.
Don't mind. I would like to do a little bit of painting on our way there.
Of course.
But if you work with the OG, then I'd love to.
Okay.
All right.
I pat Baby Troll on the head. This way, Bob.
Oh, look at that little critter. Isn't he the best?
I am just freaking like bird dogging this guy the entire walk back. Everything he does.
I think we're flanking him. Like,
yeah,
I'm up front.
He's
in the back.
Totally have Bob Ross surrounded.
Yeah.
The Z-Bread men look very concerned, and while you're flanking Bob, they flank you. And they're just like, they're all about 7 feet tall. And as they move,
we're gonna die. TPK.
Can we fight some freaking Lilliputians at some point? Jesus.
I know, right?
So you notice as they walk, that little tiny crumbs fall off of them here and again.
Hey,
they shake their manes. It's little like Twizzler candies.
Inlia, what's that falling off your buddies there? Can you ask them?
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to one of them and ask them what's falling off of them.
I just haven't been to the baker in a little while. Kind of falling apart here.
And he like brushes off some crumbs.
Oh man.
Okay, I'll convey that to you guys. I don't glean very much information from that. He's made out of cookies.
The baker's in on this.
I'm loving how this is unfolding.
Who the F is the baker? Oh my God.
The gingerbread man.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but now I feel like
Drury Lane.
I was saying, you didn't look
We
for
need to go
Drury
to
Lane.
Drury Lane.
God. I feel like we're
Should we
just.
try and stop at the bakery on our way back instead of taking him straight back?
Yeah,
To,
let's maybe take a detour.
I feel like
I
we're
don't know
just
if
two
I-
layers deep on a multi-layer flaky pastry, and we
Yeah.
don't know what's happening.
This is a
Yeah.
whole campaign in a one shot right now.
No.
This is not rough puss pastry. This is legit pastry. This is
Season
season 2 of GBBO pastry here.
Philo. Yep. Alrighty.
Bob, is the baker on the way?
Well, I don't rightly know. Should probably ask them. And he just shoots blue light at the sky out of his paintbrush, and you just see him do these big broad strokes, and the sky lights up a brighter blue.
You're recoloring the world. That's truly quite remarkable.
Hmm.
You see him say, "Oh, well, let's try one of these lizard greens. And we'll mix it with a little gray, and there you go." And you notice that none of the Z-Bread men were armed, but he paints a pole arm for one of them.
Now,
better
no
stay
need for
safe
that.
Yeah,
We're all
yeah,
friendly
yeah.
here.
Mm. Oh no.
How many pole arms did he paint?
Oh no.
He made one for each of them.
Oh no.
We better stay safe now. You see him take out a little bar of steel out from his jacket. And he
Oh,
takes his brush and he goes, "Do you have any water?"
I immediately recoil my hands.
oh,
That's all right.
okay.
I'll just beat the
Okay,
devil out of
as
him.
he's doing
I-
that,
Plap, plap, plap,
I-
plap, 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 knocks the paint off his brush.
I have
can't-
a
oh, sorry.
donation for a potion.
ooh,
Yay!
You, James.
Woo!
So we get to roll for another random potion for the children.
thanks, Jen.
Yeah.
Right. We bring this up. Okay. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Um,
You look too happy about that
Oh, no.
potion.
So I'm trying to think of how this is going to affect the plot.
Oh, no.
So he paints this little bottle. He takes a little bit of this gray and some more white, and this little bottle pops up in his hand. And there you go. And gives it to you, and it's this bright white potion. He goes, "You might be able to use that for later."
Oh. Oh my. For later, you say. Oh.
Oh, I wouldn't use it now, but if you want to, I guess. Just I would stand back from everybody.
Whatever does it do? Am I going to be like a color bomb or
It'll charge you up. It'll make you real strong.
strong, you say? Hmm. Interesting.
For a little
I
while.
quicken my pace and walk ahead. Curious. Yeah. I walk forward. Looking back, I feel I'm at an acceptable range. Huh? It's better than my water, I guess. Maybe. What happens?
So this tastes a bit like rocks, like gravel, real gritty, gravelly, and you barely are able to get it down. But once you do, you instantly light on fire. But you don't feel any sort of burn. You're just on fire. You're like the Human Torch. You are on
Oh,
fire.
I
Lemon!
Well, it's gonna go
The
great with your shoulder pads.
grass around you is singed.
Oh. Hello, create water! I'm leaving a fiery trail!
All right.
And I start running in circles.
Everything
God
around
dang
her
it.
starts lighting on fire.
No need a forest fire here. Oh
Hey,
man.
Bob! Bet your flames don't look this real.
Oh, look at her, just having a good old time.
Be inspired. Be inspired, Bob. Paint me.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
Please no, I was trying to avoid that line. Oh my gosh. He takes like some gray off of his palette and like kind of flicks the paint at you.
You did this so
Did you just douse me?
All of your flames solidify and become metallic, and it becomes a suit of armor on you.
Ooh.
I
It's
am
heavy though.
so confused about this dude's intentions.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
when I'm-
amazing.
I'm not confused about these zebra men with pole arms that are now flanking most
All
of
of us.
Mm.
I'm going to cast fear on the zebras.
Oh no.
Not on Bob,
Okay.
just on the zebras, because Bob's our main warrior, and it's their biggest fear. So I'm gonna cast like giant biting mouths that love gingerbread that just chew and chomp on them all day long, all around us.
All right. So time to roll some things, I imagine.
Oh my.
I mean, sure.
On the plus side, I now maybe have battle armor.
Flame on.
So it functions as a +1 plate armor.
Yes.
Very nice.
Disadvantage on stealth checks and
Plate armor, form of
Limited
bikini,
dex.
because that's fantasy, right?
Really? Really?
feel very.
I'm just going with Chad, okay?
Who said that? Nicolini.
that?
Nicolini, who
Really?
gave the
Nicolini?
potion.
Really?
All right. What do I need to roll there?
15, and I'm just doing it on the zebra, so I'm not trying to hit Bob.
The wisdom.
15 wisdom. Yep. Sorry.
Wisdom. Okay. The zebras. 1 fail, 2 fail, 1 success, 2 success. Okay.
They just dash away from me by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there's nowhere to move. If it ends in turns in a location where it has no line of sight, they can roll again.
They see in their mind's eyes these mouths coming at them, and they suddenly just just take off like a plume of smoke going behind them. Their legs, because they're running so quickly, their legs start to break down.
Oh God!
Oh.
And the little
What?
pieces of cookie are just like flying here and there, and they
This
run.
is horrifying and
They run-
delicious.
Throw the milk. Throw the milk.
They run back toward the house.
Okay.
The other 2 horses just look really confused. And they just like look at each other and they're like, Inlia, you can hear them saying,
Did he just cast a spell on us?
Bob's like, now, there's no reason to fight.
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't done anything.
I just remembered that I have the basket of brightly colored fruits.
Mm-hmm.
Can I offer some fruit to or maybe just like,
Sure.
I'm wondering how that would help if I can like offer them fruits and be like,
You're like distracted.
don't hurt us.
Okay. So you give them
The other
some
ones,
of
I'm
the
going to tell them to
fruit.
go. Yeah,
All right. Which fruit do you want to give them?
the apple.
You give them the apples. Okay. So you give them the apples. Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
25.
Nice.
Okay. When you give them these apples, they suddenly just stop talking. They,
An apple.
they just start like munching away on it with these like hard candy teeth that they have. They're just. You're not really sure where the apple goes, but they eat it.
And they stop walking with us? Is that like?
No, they
Did you
keep
say
keep
that-
walking with you. Yeah, they keep,
Oh, okay.
they act like nothing just happened. They're just super happy all of a sudden.
Okay.
I still say we need to give them the milk. Just douse them in it. They'll crumble right away.
I
I thought they
don't.
liked milk.
Not to drink. We just splash them in it. Don't you see all the crumbs
I-
falling off of them? They're cookies.
I'm not convinced they were evil. I just wanted to even the odds up a little bit.
They have pole arms.
So do we.
I don't.
Okay, well, I mean, we
Maybe
have
it's
weapons.
I do have this fancy bikini armor, though. Maybe I can take a hit. I don't know.
I don't know.
Me either. What is even happening in our lives? Let's go home.
What's Bob doing
seems
now?
completely distracted. He's just like painting stuff everywhere you go. He's painting trees. He's painting like mountains that are way far away. He like just like will flick paint on the air, and it just like you see stuff.
So,
pop
so
up.
Bob, if I may interrupt your creativity a beat, tell us more about how you and Monochrome grew up as kids and how your relationship is now.
And do you maybe have a cousin named Harold
Who's a baker?
Mhm.
and has purple crayons?
He just looks at you like, well, I don't know about a cousin named Harold, but my brother and I, we grew up all right. Boom, boom. He was always the loud, obnoxious one, but that helped him out in his endeavors. You know, he's doing pretty well there in the evil villain part of the world.
You seem pretty chill about your brother being an evil villain.
Well, I mean, he is my brother after all. I didn't really like it when he took my paints, but now I've got him back and all's right again. It's just like
Ew.
not so subtle, just like things literally just dropping into existence around you.
You gotta be careful. You could paint us out of
A
existence.
little river here, and he just like takes some blue, and like all of a sudden there's just like water rushing by.
Ugh.
I'm
My
very uncomfortable.
I'm beginning to think maybe they were like split personalities. And is the good one actually the bad one? I mean,
Bob,
he
when-
could drop a mountain on our head.
No, you guys
Don't give
inside
him
checks are
any
terrible.
ideas.
Oh, don't give him ideas.
I mean, I don't know who else it was. Only me and one other person inside checked him. I think there are two others of us who might now have more.
By this point, can I please
We're not
insight check? I
metagaming.
just didn't want to like piggyback, you know. Can I
think at
insight
this
check
point,
at this point? Yeah.
Perhaps you are suspicious. Of
Yeah.
Yes,
Can I please?
very.
course.
Okay, may I as well, please,
Oh,
sir?
hell yeah.
Nice. Okay, what is it you are trying to gain insight into about Bob?
Is this evil
Is he
Bob?
wearing a disguise?
Is this evil Bob?
Is this his
evil
brother,
Bob?
essentially?
This Bob seems really, really nice and genuine. This is exactly how you imagine Bob Ross to be.
Damn it.
You're pretty convinced this is Bob.
With my insight check, I rolled a 15 plus what is my thing? Plus 8. So yeah, so 20 what? 2? 23?
Three.
Math? 23. Okay. I am trying to determine, although he is good in his intentions, is he possibly like some artists unaware of the impact of what surrounds them?
Oh yeah, he definitely seems to be in his own world. That's for sure. That much is obvious to all of you.
Okay, so Bob, how about while we travel, we contain your canvas to smaller things, perhaps a new challenge. And I quickly pick some like fern frond leaves that are like yay big. Perhaps you could do some miniscapes here on these, and we could pass them out to share your beautiful visions.
Oh, okay. I'll think smaller. You know, I just wanted to start with the back of the canvas, and now we're gonna work on the little things. Let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
the
You
little
know-
things.
You know, it's a very little thing, Bob. Is this normal dagger? And I hold up my normal dagger, and I'm like, if a genius like you was going to paint this as a, I don't know, +10 dagger, how would you go about doing it?
Something very special.
Something,
shiny.
super special. Is that a thing you could do, Bob? I don't know.
What?
You were just muted there for a second.
were muted.
Like, I do take commissions.
Oh, do you accept
I
pie
do
as
have some
payment?
gold. I mean, I would be happy to, by chance, help out with this endeavor. It's not much, but for sure, I would love to, be a patron and supporter of your work, of course.
How do I feel like I'm on Twitter right now?
I know, right?
If you could just like and subscribe to my dagger, that'd be great.
Maybe we'll buy you a coffee
Join my
tomorrow.
Patreon.
Buy a coffee. Like, all right. Pie sounds nice. Do you have some?
We do have pie at the house. We're almost there.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see to it then.
As a down payment, because you want to have pie with milk, have some milk and go ahead and get started, because I know it's a long trip and you want to get started. I mean, if you can't get all the way to +10 on the walk, +5 is 5. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. +5 is fine.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. I mean,
That's
fine.
fine.
I can make a pretty dagger.
I'll give him my gold too as he's working. I have 15 gold. It's like not much, but
And Leah looks like
Yeah.
I look over because there seems urgency there.
I just had an idea of the magical painted wall dissolves when we throw water on it.
Hmm?
Do you want to throw some water on Bob?
I was considering it actually. Sure, but I will. So,
You're a
Are you
devious
whispering
one
that to me?
indeed.
Got a little paint on you, Bob.
here, let me. I'm such a that.
You're gonna ruin that man's fro.
I'm such an avid fan of yours. Let's see if maybe I can help out with your artwork, and I'll create water and.
Bob
Got some
uses
prototype.
oil
Are we gonna
paints,
spray
not
him with water?
watercolors.
That's all I have.
Okay, are you spraying like his entire body? Are you spraying just part of him? What are you doing?
I'm doing like a quick sweep because I can't create
Prototype.
that much water. It's not a lot.
So like from top to bottom, like
Yeah.
splashing him. Okay. You splash him with water, and he kind of holds his palate away when he sees what you're doing. He's just like, he just like is. That's cold.
I thought it might help you wake up just a little bit. You're looking a
Okay.
little tired,
All
a
right.
little sleepy.
That was different.
Here, I
It
can
doesn't
help with
do
that.
anything.
It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything. He's just
No.
wet now. He's just like
I can help with that, and I cast gust on him, and like this air just goes.
Okay.
No,
If
it's
you do that,
just
his
frozen.
throat just goes like nuts, and it's like blown back and like really poofy now.
Frankenstein's wife, bride.
Once you get done doing that, you guys are now coming up on that little town again.
Mm-hmm.
Except this town, even as you are entering it, you notice it is black and white. There's no
Oh,
color,
no.
zero.
Oh no!
Oh, we left the wrong Bob here.
It is completely black and white, and you can see in the square that all the merchants are still sitting in the same place that they were, but they're all like frozen in place.
How are we looking? How's our color looking?
You guys look great. He's
I mean, I was
recolored
recently-
all of you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was
Recolored all of you.
recently. Am I still looking really pale?
No, all of you look back to your normal selves. If
Oh,
anything,
sweet.
you're more vibrant.
Bob,
Maybe.
have you ever seen the movie Pleasantville?
Well, what was your name again? Biscotti?
Comma, Bob Ross's best friend.
Right. I'm glad to have you as a friend. I can't say that I've seen that. No.
Do you think the people here would benefit from a little bit of color in their lives?
Oh, most certainly. I'm here to right all the wrongs. Here we go. There's like splashing color on stuff. As soon as he does, the merchants like turn into mist, like suddenly break down, and you see these like shriveled husks like come out from where they were. They're like floating on air. They almost seem to have no legs. That's just like a cloud of dust beneath them. And they look like, I mean, they're shriveled, desiccated, like almost mummy-like. They have claws and teeth, and their hair is just wild and white. And they all look at you and screech. And they all start flying at you.
Oh no.
Oh, I think I made him angry.
Oh, goodness
Oh,
gracious.
Oh no.
I really can't tell what if this is an evil or a
I
nice
know,
Bob.
I'm so
I just
confused.
This is great.
Is Bob
And
trying to
terrible.
get you in
I love it,
trouble,
though.
or is he doing it on accident? I don't know.
Is it Tentacle Bob?
Let's see. Roll initiative.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hope
own
he
that
was,
one.
like goofing. Oh no!
Did you say they're like vapor-like spirits?
9 plus
Kind
4.
of. So their top halves are very solid, but they don't seem to have any legs. They're flying on like what seems like a cloud of dust.
Okay.
13.
Dirty 20.
15.
20 and lower. You
And I
Scotty,
got a
20.
15.
You're 15. 15 to 10.
I'm 13.
13. And then you
A
roll.
4.
Poor little nat one.
All right. Let's roll
My
for
baby.
these guys. Oh, no. Well, that's a waste of a nat 20.
Oh.
Good. No.
Okay. There are 4 of these creatures.
Okay.
They all fly toward you. They go immediately for Bob. And he doesn't seem very phased. Speaking of which, I'm looking at-
I don't know if I should defend or let them kill him. I'm so conflicted.
Hey, we'd like to commission you for a piece. Here's some water. Please die now. Okay, they go to attack Bob. Wow, they all miss.
Sweet.
Yes.
He just, he's real spry for a little guy, and he just, just kind of moves away from him, puts his paintbrush up to their arms, and then just like blocks them. Okay, now it's Biscotti's turn.
All right. I say, I like my spirits in a glass, not flying around. And I cast Bane at 2nd level and hit all 4 of them.
Nice.
Bane.
Charisma 15.
Okay. Charisma. They're mildly good at that. Let's see what they do.
Darn it.
One of them fails.
Okay.
Okay, and that's minus D4 to their rolls, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Attacks and ability
Saving
checks.
throws.
Yep. Save throws.
I think it's saving throws. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Nope, you're right.
And then also attacks.
Yeah, attacks and
Attacks
saving throws.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. It is now. Do you want to do anything else?
No, but Nicolini says that he thinks you might have a donation for a Bob potion.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know. That might be on your page if you get an email. I think.
Okay. A potion for Bob.
Yeah.
That's what Jan said. I don't know.
Yeah.
And CA, I assume, running.
Yeah, I did
Rivers
donate to
announced it,
Bob Potion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to be sleeping. Go to sleep.
I'm gonna stick tight. It's my turn. I'll stick tight to Bob.
Okay. On Bob's turn, he'll get the potion. So. Cool.
Okay.
Next person is Nikki Lou.
Okay. These things that are flying around, does there appear to be any kind of metal anything to them or on them?
Metal.
Hmm.
They have some like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a bracelet on each of them. They're almost like cuffs. on each of their
Okay.
arms. They look like they might be metal.
Okay. On a whim, I'm gonna say we're taking care of Bob. Back off, and I'm gonna cast heat metal on him.
Okay.
It's 60-foot range, and it's any creature in physical contact with the metal object takes 2d8 fire damage.
Okay. Which one are you going to heat the metal on?
Whatever's closest to Bob.
Okay. Cool. I need to make I take damage and then I need to make a save, right? To see if drop it or something like that.
Yeah, it's a con save or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't, then it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
It cannot, so it is going to take the disadvantage because that is attached to it.
Yay!
You guys are putting a lot of conditions on these folks.
And then I'm going
'Cause
to
that's-
step between Bob and them. We shall guard you.
That's easy to track, right? Right, Sean? You don't mind
Yeah,
tracking
super. Yeah, no,
ability?
it's good.
cool.
I got it. Yeah. You may or may not have to remind me, but I am ready. Okay. How much damage?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm so used
Multiple
to it
facets to
auto.
this
No, I'm
spell.
so used to it sending to roll 20 and auto
Oh yeah.
translating the damage that I don't even think about it. Okay, so it was 2d8. Hold on. Let's see. That's a 6
Ooh.
and a 6. So 12.
Nice.
I'm beginning to think my die need to be like balanced or something. That they're not balanced. I've been getting
You're
a
just
lot of the
too
same
good.
rolls.
You're just too
So good.
I
It's
should
the
get
luck
rid
of the
them.
Poon. Poon is with us tonight.
Yes. I'm
The spirit
channeling
of
my
the
inner
Poon.
Poon. No.
Unicorns unite.
Do you see my horn growing?
The comments that I'm having to hold back are really starting to build up.
Yeah.
I know, right? Is it 9 o'clock
Comments about
yet?
the comments about the comments are starting to build. And yeah, I know.
Yep.
PG-13.
Alright.
PG-13.
So
Poon
your cast is
G13.
now? Are you done?
I'm done. I'm so done.
Poon G13?
Now we got
Oh, no.
Poontine.
Yep.
Oh, that's one of my favorite
That's
snacks
good.
in Montreal.
That's really good.
Love
Yeah.
poutine. Okay, Inlia.
Are all of the four creatures, whatever they are kind of clumped together?
They are clumped together, yes.
Cool. I'm gonna cast sleep again.
Okay.
Um,
Sleepy.
sleepy. It is a.
Hold on. Make an Arcana check for me real quick. I want to see if you know something.
Oh, 21.
Okay. You would know that these creatures would be immune to a sleep spell.
Oh, okay, great.
Thank
Thank you
God
for
for
that.
21.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm like,
Let's
you're a
go.
caster. You probably know this.
Well, now I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Sorry.
I
Just
just
didn't want you to-
while you consider what you're gonna do, I'll buy you some time and just so that I put the recipe for poutine into chat, which is I
Yes.
think meat, gravy, cheese, fries, and snark. I think make up a
Mark.
lovely
Yeah.
helping of
Very
poutine.
accurate. Love it.
Love the poutine.
So let's go with. I think I'm just gonna do some vicious mockery. Is there one that's been taken damage already? Because she did
Yes,
damage
there
to one,
is.
right?
There is one that's had its like cuff heated up and it is like shaking its arm now.
So I'm gonna cast it on that one. So it's a Wisdom 15 save.
Okay. It saves.
So what?
It
It saves.
saves. So you try to mock it. What do you say?
Those bracelets are ugly anyways.
It was on
Just like-
sale. Now it is
it's,
Bob's turn. Do you want to move or anything?
No, they're kind of flying around, right? And we're all kind of clumped together.
Mhm.
No, I won't move.
Okay. Bob
Oh.
paints himself. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I could always cast like do bardic inspiration for somebody.
Good idea.
Who is it? For Scotty is next in the like lineup, right? For us?
Yes. Mhm.
I'm gonna cast on Scotty.
Okay. You find her insult very inspiring.
There you go.
Bard after my own heart.
Good sass right there.
It didn't do anything, but he's like, it was a good insult. It would have hurt me if she had said it to me.
All right. Bob potion. Okay. Bob is gonna like use his turn essentially to paint himself a potion. And he blows it dry. You notice that once things dry, they seem to become like more real.
Solid.
They go from being paint-like to being just real things. He takes it, pops it, and you're gonna have to wait until next turn to find out what happened.
That's good info, though.
But you start seeing him kind of rumble. It is the thing's turn. Okay, they are. Let's see, Rene, you just hurt him, so he's going to try and hit you at disadvantage.
Oh no!
And he definitely misses. I think that's a 12.
Oh, yep, miss.
Let me pull this up here. And cool. No, not that. Okay. And then the other two are going to attack Scotty. Does a 16 hit your AC?
That is a wonderful question, and the answer is yes.
It does. All right. What does he do? Oh man.
Oh God.
Oh no!
So, I forgot that they do this.
Oh no!
Takes its claws and rips into your shoulder, and you see literally the color from you, your blue glow, start to drain into it.
Oof.
You take
He's physically hurt, but mostly it's emotional.
5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
Come on, Biscotti.
14. Whew.
Woo! All right, cool.
Chromatic color leech.
It's going to attack you again. Okay, with its other arm, it sweeps down with a long sword. It's a 21.
Yeah, I'll hit.
And this is going to hurt. That is 14 damage.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh.
Got it.
Ready. Next, one more is going to attack Inlua.
One of these should have disadvantage. Oh no, sorry,
Yes,
minus
the
4.
one that attacked before did.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 15 against your AC. That hits.
It hits.
Okay, and then a 19. All right, make a con save for me.
15.
That's good. Okay, you take 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And 6 slashing. All right, and that's their turn.
Oh, can
Now it's time for. Oh, go ahead. What's up?
I have a reaction. Can I do a reaction?
Yeah. You gonna burn
What?
You gonna burn him?
Yes.
Burn
So I have
him.
hellish rebuke.
Burn.
So the one that hit me is now going to be surrounded by hellish flames. Creature must make a dexterity saving throw of 15.
What was it? Charisma?
15? Dex?
Was it? Oh, Dex. Okay. That's a fail.
It's a what?
It's a fail.
Okay.
It don't get out the way. It just sits there and crisp it.
Move.
Trying to find
Wretch.
2d10s.
Get
Okay.
out the way.
So it's just going to take, that's sad, 7 fire damage.
Got it. Okie dokie. Heard. All right. Biscotti.
All right, I will attack whichever one should attack me.
Okay.
With my multi-weapon. First attack is
Your hair also gets an attack. Don't forget that.
Oh, sweet. Is 22 on the first one.
That's
Nice.
For 7 damage, and I will also do a defensive flourish with that one.
Nice.
For
Sorry.
come on, for an additional 1 damage
Wait,
and
you're
1 to my.
inspired.
I don't think I can roll. I don't think I can add the inspiration to the flourish.
Yeah, not for damage.
The second attack, for a 25.
Yeah.
For 5 more points.
Okay.
How are they looking?
I mean, you're hurting them. They're not
right.
like about to die or anything.
My hare's pickaxe would like to attack. How does that work?
Okay.
Really fast too. Wait, sorry. I forgot that because we're level 5, it's actually 3d10 damage, so they need to take an additional 6. I missed
Okay.
that.
Nice.
That matters.
Sorry. Cool.
Okie dokie.
Oh, and add 3 to whatever I said the damage was because I forgot to add my modifier in the first roll.
All right, guys. We can't be doing this.
74 more damage, Sean. Add it up, all right?
Oh, and I forgot. I also
because-
added a crit in there. And,
Because they attacked, we can throw some cutting words out there. And...
add +5 to your d20 roll for your hair.
Okay.
And it's
16?
a d6 + 1.
16 hit.
16 does hit.
My hair does. You said d6 + 1?
Mm-hmm.
4 points of hair damage.
4 points.
Split ends. It just attacks with split ends.
You do more damage with your split ends than with your weapon.
Hair care is
Did you use
important.
your
Hair pick.
inspiration?
Hair pick.
Did you say you used the bardic inspiration?
I did not use it yet because all my attacks hit, so I didn't need to. So
You can use it for the attack roll for your hair.
I didn't need. They all hit, so I didn't need to. I'm waiting till. Yeah.
Sorry, attack roll. Sorry.
Yep. If I could do it for damage, I would, but I can't. So.
You're good.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh,
I've got 10 minutes. Don't
speaking of
worry.
Which,
Uh-oh.
Scotty, the
Yeah.
pie's kicking in.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I almost forgot. I just looked up. It was like pie. I have pie written in giant letters. Okay. Oh man, let's see. Okay. So you feel this like lurch in your stomach. Possibly the worst pain you've ever had. You are now at disadvantage on all of your attack rolls because you have this intense, terrible pain in your stomach.
All 3 of them?
Just moving forward.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Good to know.
Right. Polo.
Yes. Hi. Okay.
Yes, hi, that's me. What?
No, I wrote a limerick for Biscotti, but I don't want to use it because I wanted to inspire him. I will burn a bardic inspiration, and what am I going to do? I'm going to do a defensive flourish, and I am going to attack one of them. So let's see. 19 to hit.
Yes. That's
Okay. All right. Will be- Okay. That is going to be 13 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
And that is all I can do because that was my bonus action and my action. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Linkaloo.
Okay. She's so confused what to do here. So Schneike. Okay. I'm gonna cast minor illusion to make it look like there's another one of me, and then I'm gonna try to like dive in the bush out of the way because I am not about the combat thing. So I'll let you determine how well that works or not works, or what you want me to roll to do
Roll
that.
performance.
Okay.
The version of you that you're making, because you're using minor illusion, is not going to move, talk, or anything. It's literally like you posted a picture of yourself, like a
Yep, that's
stand-up
fine.
pop out.
It's a freeze frame. Do 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 do. Yep. Anyway, sorry. 80s kid coming out. Okay, so that is a 19 plus 6.
Well done. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's convincing.
I'm
Looks
now
like you,
hiding in the
like-
bushes.
Okay.
And it looks like I
roll
what?
stealth for me.
Oh, stealth. Okay. Oh shoot. 4 plus 6 is 10.
Yeah, you're not sure if you're so well hidden.
My cape's sticking out on top of the bush, you know.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm hiding, and I'm wanting to just kind of like be watching and ready to cast what's it called? Is it vicious mockery that I'm able to do as a reaction? I think it is.
Mm.
Yeah. So as the reaction, if any of my friends get attacked, then I'll jump back out of the bush as a surprise and launch at them for that as my reaction.
Okay.
I'm semi-hidden in the bush. Woo.
Alrighty. In Leah. My wife just came in. Say hi,
Aw.
Megan.
Hi, wife.
Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Okay,
Wonderful enough
so
to buy some food because I've been here.
all of them are still like doing kind of fine, right? Like hurt. All 4 of those things, they're like kind of hurt, but not.
Yes, every one of them is hurt.
Oh, okay. So let's go with. I'm gonna go with dissonant whispers, and I'm gonna do it as a level 2 spell.
Okay.
So one of them, I don't really have a preference which one, is gonna have to do a save of wisdom 15
Okay.
saving throw.
Wisdom. Got it. That is a 9, so they fail.
Yes. Wow. So I got 21 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Jeez.
Okay.
No
Don't
kidding.
take her off.
Seriously. Do not mess with me.
Got it. Oh wow. All right.
Did that
So-
kill one of them?
No.
No? Crap.
Oh, we so dead.
So you hit it with this, and it like just starts like vibrating wildly, and it just screams at you.
Hey. Okay.
Bob, we're back around to Bob. do you want to move for anything?
What do you drink?
No.
No? Okay. Do you want to inspire anyone else?
Yeah. Let's and wait. So Scotty, you haven't used your.
I'm still good.
inspiration yet,
I've got it. Yeah.
have you?
Got it in the holster.
Let's go with. Okay, so Link was not really doing damage. I'll give it to Hola. Hola?
Hello.
Holla.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Holla.
Hello.
That was a great chain reaction that I
Oh,
just started. Good job.
We're bards. We support each other.
Yeah.
No, it should be hello, holo.
That's a flashback. Hello,
Yeah.
Hello,
Moto.
Moto.
Hello, Moto.
Yeah.
By the way, this stream is in no way supported by
No way associated.
Moto or.
No.
You know, if they want to, they can, reach out.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. We are back around to Bob. All right. Bob has down this inky black potion of what looks like tar, and it slowly but surely glops into his mouth. He starts like vibrating. You can feel the ground. If you're immediately next to him, you feel the ground around him start to vibrate. And the things that are attacking y'all just kind of like suddenly look concerned. And he starts growing in size. And he expands to be about 20 feet tall. He pushes all of you out with just his sheer growth. Like he just springs up, and he says, "Well, it's time to paint." He takes this big giant glob of bright red and just flicks it off of his brush, and it comes down on top of one of the whites, and they light on fire.
Make it rain.
I jump out of my bush. Go, Bob! Yeah!
And that's his turn.
Aw.
It's now time for the things.
Like,
One of them is on fire, so they're going to take some damage. And okay, they are going to attack. Obviously, there's this big new threat. They are very, very scared. But they keep on keeping on. They kind of look back. You see them look back toward the edge of the town from the direction of y'all's crash pad. And then they look forward and kind of grit their teeth and go on to attack. One of them is going to attack Biscotti.
Right as it goes to attack Biscotti, I use my reaction for cutting words, and I say, "Oh, no, you don't, you little flaming booger trying to get town orders. No, you can't hit my friend."
And the Bane. Oh, yeah. No, they miss.
sweet.
That's right, little flaming booger ain't got nothing.
All right. That's
Flaming
a natural
booger.
one.
Flaming booger.
Flaming booger.
PG-13, okay?
Yeah. No, I love it. Living
I couldn't
for
have
it.
done better.
Does a 14 hit you, Holo?
14 is my AC, so yeah.
Yes. Okay. You are getting hit with a really dark, shadowy longsword.
Oh no.
And that's going to be 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
Then the last one, who is not affected by the Bane, is going to attack Inlia. And that's a 14 versus your AC. Hit. All right. That is going to be 9 slashing damage with the shadowy longsword.
Are you up?
Okay, sort of.
Okay.
I am okay.
I'm fine.
This is fine. This is fine.
Scotty.
Okay. How are the ones around me looking? Any of them looking particularly?
The one
That
that's
one
on
maybe
fire
that did
looks really
21
bad.
damage.
Yeah, the one that screamed also not looking so.
I'll attack the one on fire. That will be a 21 to hit.
Okay, you hit. Take 3 fire damage.
I take 3 fire damage. Oof. They take 8 damage.
Okay.
Wait, what are you hitting it with? With your dagger or something?
My rapier. I assume they're still up. So
Nope.
they're not? Sweet.
Oh yeah.
You literally needed
Yes.
3 more.
Yes. All right. So I will turn to the next closest one, the one that's looking next worse. I will hit it for 17.
That does hit.
That does hit.
Yes.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
Still up.
Still up.
Then I will defensively flourish for an additional 3 damage.
Okay.
With the Afro mind pick.
And that's coming next, but now at least my AC is 18 for next turn. And then my Hair
So you get all
will
potions.
attack. That's cocked. My hair will attack, and I will roll my inspiration. My hair is inspired.
Somebody donate and let his eyebrows throw daggers.
Ooh, I don't know what's going to help. For 11 is not going to hit. So
Okay.
correct.
You're inspired.
That was with the inspiration. So the hair fails to.
Oh.
It was having like an okay hair day, not a great hair day. I don't think the last round went through.
Oh no.
But I do appreciate the inspiration in Leah.
You're welcome.
I will stay where I am because I have nothing that will hit them back in a attack of opportunity.
Okay. I'm gonna drink a potion.
You are? Woohoo.
No. Okay. Let's see. It is Holo's turn.
All right, I'm gonna go in for an attack. I'm gonna use another bardic inspiration and do another flourish. And let's see what we do.
Hey, you. What you gonna do?
17.
17. Yes, that hits.
All right. All right, and that's going to be too many screens open. Okay. That is going to be 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Holo, is that your
Nice.
first hit?
It's I think it's my second one.
Okay. Just checking.
That one is gone. So if you want to end it,
Yeah.
how would you like?
Yay!
I'm like, see, Viscotti, I can hit stuff and slice down. Disappears.
Well played, Holo.
Oh, it counts as one.
I don't count the dragon. That's what I will do.
Okay. Perfect. It is now Nikilu's turn.
Okay. So yeah. What do we have left there? There's 2 left, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. There are 2 left.
Okay, the one closest to me, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at it and go, "You little flying furball! You don't belong here with your betters! Be gone with you!" And yeah. So a 1d4 psychic damage if it does hit. Let's see. It's a wisdom 14 save, by the way. So that is 12 to hit. Or no, I don't have to roll to hit. You have to roll to save. What am I doing?
Whatever you want, Nikilu.
Apparently, whatever I want. Do you make the save so I know if I got to do damage or not?
I do not.
You do not make the save. So that means 4 damage to you. Your brain goes. So yeah.
Sean, you are muted. No, you were not. that was the sound effect we were looking for that we were denied when you were muted.
And I will tuck back into my bush and try to crawl to another bush so they don't know where I am.
Biscotti approves of what you're doing.
Sorry, Megan was just showing me that she's like, ordered a no tomato burger. It says no tomato on it. Has tomatoes on it.
Oh,
no. Doesn't say no tomato on it. Has no tomatoes on it.
Oh.
So let her know I will loan her a dose of Vicious Mockery for the next time she goes through the drive-through. You know?
I think that's fair. Especially if we have a dagger wielding eyebrow tentacle blue man ready too.
Yes.
I think
I'm
we'll be
sure that will throw them off.
with the
win
pick
or
of
lose,
destiny.
Yeah, win or lose, I just don't know what Biscotti's life is at this point going forward.
No.
I just
Never gonna be the same. That's
He's
for
gonna
it's
be-
never
sure.
gonna be the same.
You're gonna be able to. You're gonna be in the show doing
You know,
swords, and your
they
eyebrows
don't-
gonna be.
They don't warn you that the blessing of may you live in interesting times
Right.
isn't
It's actually
necessarily
curse.
a good thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're gonna have like a 20-year reunion and be like, yeah, I think we all changed a lot after that. I'll be like, are you freaking kidding me? We all
What are you
changed a lot.
mad?
I was
What are
really
you
gonna be
mad?
like,
It's
I think
interesting.
Yeah, as each of my like little eyebrow hairs gives you the finger. Yeah, I think we know
I was
what's up.
gonna say, so many of us have changed over the course of this experience. I feel a lot of us more internally, whereas Biscotti has been mainly externally.
No.
I'll never eat biscotti and feel the same way again.
No.
That's my love life right there. And
Oh my god. On that note, I'll be right back.
All right. Inlia.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that coming. Who would have known?
Wasn't ready. No.
It was all
you
a
can't do
dream.
this
It
to
was
me,
all a
DM.
dream.
Don't do this. Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with Dissonant Whispers again.
I mean, it's been working pretty well for you so far.
It did work super well last time. So cool. Okay, so they have to do Wisdom 15 saving throw.
Okay. Cool.
And I'll attack either of the ones.
Yeah.
If there's one that's like doing worse, then I can go for that one.
No, he's blue
All right.
Scotty.
Yeah,
That's
true.
That's a fail.
Sweet.
Roll your damage.
13.
All right.
Nice.
13 psychic damage.
Nice. It does. I mean, it has a similar effect. It's like whatever you are injecting into its head, it really doesn't like it.
Great.
I like it.
And I think that, oh, yeah, it's me.
Bob.
Bob
Super
Ross is a boss.
So Bob starts off. He starts to like grab some more paint off of his palette when all of a sudden you can see off in the distance everything become completely black.
Oh shit.
All the trees start being enveloped by what looks like just night. It's just like something blocking out all of the light.
Mm-mm.
And out from it seeming to almost like pull himself up from the ground is someone that looks kind of like Bob,
Oh God.
but not so much. He's wearing like what you'd expect a punk rock singer to be wearing, but he's completely black and white. He almost looks himself like a sketch. It's almost like have you seen the music video for Take On Me?
Oh,
Yes.
Very similar to
Yep.
Is he
Uh-huh.
Doodle Bob? He's Doodle Bob.
that.
Doodle Bob.
Monochrome.
He brings himself up and he goes, "I'm Bob now." He reaches out and interrupts Bob's like painting, and they start fighting over the palette.
Oh man.
Damn.
I do not condone sibling rivalry. This is not appropriate. No. You should love each other.
This is very true to your bard. All right. It is now the thing's turn. One of them is affected by dissonant whispers and runs away. It literally goes, just takes off, goes around the corner. It has a very, very high fly speed, so you can hardly see it anymore because it spends its whole turn getting away from you.
Perfect.
see, and the other one is going to attack Inlia.
Oof.
All right, that is a 24.
Ooh.
No.
Miss. Nothing. Yeah, no, that for sure
You
hits.
missed, sucker. Oh, okay. Yeah. One
Yeah.
more.
Yeah,
Okay.
fingers crossed.
So 18 also attack against you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Hit.
I'm gonna die.
Roll a Constitution save.
Oh no.
Whew. 12.
Yee. All right. So it digs into you with its claws after stabbing you with its sword. You take
Yeah.
10 slashing damage,
Okay. Yep.
and then you take 6 necrotic.
I'm down.
Oh
Right.
no.
Oh
As
no!
Inlia falls limp in this wild creature's hands, it starts to drain the color from her.
Oh,
And you can see it just actively just like feasting on her, essentially.
ew, no. I don't like this. I don't like it.
Biscotti, what do you do?
ugh. All right. Damn. So
Just getting interesting. I need popcorn.
death saving throws are saving throws. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So I turn to monochrome and I say, you'll have trouble painting if you can't see, and I'll cast blindness, deafness for blindness on monochrome,
Okay.
Nice.
which is a con 15.
Con 15. Oh, you rolled a
Not
nat
good.
20.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
I'll sigh, hang my head a little bit, and then I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on Inlia, and I'll say, get up! And that's my turn.
Inlia, you're floating in this sea of like darkness in your head, and you just hear like this echoing, get up.
And that is the last of my inspirations.
Oh.
Holo, what do you do?
Is Ilya within 60 feet of me?
Yes.
I am going to bonus action, use my last first level, and cast Healing Word in her direction. Bring
Okay.
her back up. Okay, 3 plus. It's not gonna be much, but it's gonna be something. 7 total.
Okay.
And then for my action, is there still one of those whites next to me or near me?
There is one,
Okay,
That is
I'm
next.
going to attack it.
and it's holding Inlia.
Okay. Let her go. Oh, heck yeah, that was a nat 20, baby.
Ooh,
Nat 20.
da 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 da.
Nat 20, baby. Right, 5, 10 plus. I don't know math.
Third of this amount of damage that's going to come my way.
14 damage.
14. Okay. I see you.
That's what I will do.
How you want to do this?
Nice.
Hey! I see Ilya in its hands, and I'll just feel it. I say like, "Let her go," and I just come through and just stab right through, like the head.
Cranial spike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inlia, you suddenly wake from your like dream slumber vision thing you were just having there, your near death experience, and you wake to see this thing's horrible visage, like just widely smiling with a few select teeth here and there, all jagged and shaped in different directions. And you see Hollow's weapon just right through its head as it goes cross-eyed and drops you.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I hope so. Well, I think so. So the healing words and stuff like that, I just kind of like do an automatic success on my like D&D Beyond,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're
You healed
automatically
me 7.
awake. Yep.
Yep, I gave you 7, and then whatever you do.
You still have the inspiration since you need to use it on a death save.
Mm-hmm. Or anything else you choose.
Yes.
Linky Lou.
Do you feel okay?
It's my turn now. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
better. Not down anymore, which is great.
Not letting that
Uh,
happen.
Well, we can't have you under the weather. And I lay my hand on Inlia's shoulder and cast Cure Wounds on her to bring her back up. So hold on, 3d8.
Nice.
So 1. Literally a 1,
Oh.
a 3, and a 6 plus. It's 3d8 plus what? Plus 3. So 1, 3, 6 plus 3. So 6 and 6 is 12 plus 1 is 13.
Woo!
Oh, 13 life
Thank
to you,
you.
beloved.
Thank
I
Done.
turn with my rapier out because there is still one more, right?
Right, it's
Or
far
that
away.
fight. Okay. And I turn it out like I'm going to guard her, even though like I don't fight. And I'm like, that's right. You better run away. We got this. And I'm done.
All right, and Leah. So this thing
Excuse
is
me.
dead.
Bless you.
Its friend, bless you. Its friend went far away. Monochrome and Bob are both fighting. What do you want to do?
Oh, boy. I think I also am going to try to...
Can we like call their mom or something?
I'm calling
you-
Betsy.
Aw, dude.
Do we think that Monochrome would be affected by sleep?
He's pretty powerful. You don't think so?
Maybe.
I guess I'm gonna go with Distant Whispers again.
Okay.
Kind of my tried and true. So yeah, Wisdom at 15. What he needs to
Alrighty.
roll.
Right?
Let's see. I think he may have failed that. Yep, he did. Failed.
Hey.
Failed it.
He failed. Yeah.
Yahoo!
Okay,
He rolled a 10.
So good. So good.
20 damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mess.
So as you do this, his head, like he's like this constantly moving kind of doodle look, right? His head like starts fizzling, and you can see that like some of the like what look like pen strokes that make him up start getting like broken into pieces. So like his head doesn't look quite right anymore. It's almost like phasing. So it looks like. When that happens, you just
Owie.
Bob, yeah. Bob gets a hold, takes advantage of the moment, gets a hold of his palate, and he looks down and says, "He's not dry yet."
Mm.
And he flicks some fiery paint at him.
I get it.
Scotty.
Hearing Bob, remember what I said before, I'm going to run up right near Anti-Bob. What's his name? Monochrome. And I'm going to cast
Anti-bomb.
Warding Wind. and just whip up a boatload of wind. Strong wind, 20 miles per hour, blows around you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered on you. Wind lasts for the spell's duration. Wind has the following effects: deafens you, extinguishes unprotected flames, hedges out vapor, gas, and fog, difficult terrain, attack rolls, ranged weapons have disadvantage, and it's not specifically in there, but I think it dries paint is the last bullet point of the D&D Beyond spell. So I will do that as my action.
Okay. When you do that, you come up and you create this like wind, this area of high winds. His feet that were looking like pen before now look like rock solid, like you've formed him.
All right. And I will, that's it. That's my spell. That's my action. And I will maintain that. It's concentration, so I can continue that every turn.
Okay. Holo.
Hi, my name is Holo.
Name there.
My name is Dad. I am going to hear that as well. Do I have anything that'll assist with that? Nah.
Do we want to solidify him or do we want to wash him away?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm
Wanna
going
defeat him?
to.
Wash from the top, freeze from the bottom. See what happens.
I
Meet
can't
in the
do it.
middle.
Yeah.
Can't do that, unfortunately. I am going to look at monochromatic. Starting to forget how to speak. And I am going to cast Mind Sliver. So I drive and destroy a spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature, who will take 1d6 psychic damage. He needs to make an intelligence save.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that spell.
What was it called?
What's the DC?
The DC is 15.
He rolled 15. So he saves.
Oh, what if I give her bardic inspiration? I've not used any
Do
of
you
mine.
have
Can I
any yet?
call it? I haven't used any of mine. So can I like toss
What
one
kind
her
of
way?
bard?
I am a bard of the law college.
Aren't you supposed to inspire people through your storytelling?
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, so he's safe. He'll take half damage, it looks like. I'm reading the
Okay.
spell because I've never used this before. So he will take 3 psychic damage. Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, if he had failed, he would have a disadvantage on
Goodness.
attack rolls.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Got it. All right. Legally.
Okay, so seeing how that went, I am going to look at them and go, you truly do not belong here. And I'm going to cast hideous laughter on them.
Oh no. Okay.
So with that, it'll be a wisdom save of 14.
Do
Okay.
it.
Fail.
Fail. Okay. So that means that they will become incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. And each time they take damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. The target has advantage on the saving throw if it was triggered by damage.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
they can do nothing.
Do you tell a joke?
You just thought you were fresh paint, but it appears you're all washed out.
Nice.
He's like, that's not funny. And he like can't stop, and so he suddenly like falls over like this giant quake hits the ground as he or quake goes through the ground as he hits the ground, and he sits there just horrendously laughing. and cackling away. Inlia, what do you do?
Okay. I still have, I think, like one more spell slot. So I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers again.
Okay, go for it.
If it ain't broke.
My go-to. Saving throw a 15. Wisdom.
Mm-hmm. He saves.
No! Fine. So you still take 3d6 damage.
Alrighty.
8. Like damage.
Okay. 8. So he takes the damage. Bob suddenly goes, "No, I meant this!" And he takes a brush of blue and runs it over top of him, and this giant waterfall goes over top of him, and he washes away, and like all the ink goes.
Yes.
Yay!
Apropos of nothing, I stand there in the middle of this and I just say, "I eat Avenue J," because somebody asked me to say that as part of a donation.
Wait. You didn't
What
name
does it
the
even
troll
mean?
Avenue J?
I didn't.
No.
I thought we named that troll Avenue J. So you need to eat the troll.
The small troll child. I give it like I take it and I do like num 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 num, like fake eating the Avenue
You
J
do the
child.
tummy nibbles. Like,
Yeah, num 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 num.
This is your
This troll that's
celebration.
been asleep the entire time because none of you have tried to wake it up.
Such a
It's just
powerful
been,
sleep
like, kind of,
spell.
like sitting in your little Bjorn, and you go num 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 num. It wakes up and goes.
Close scene.
Its hair literally.
While his eyebrows are waving back.
It sees the dagger eyebrows and the pick and the hair's like.
Yeah, you're not the prettiest guy anymore there, Biscotti.
Never was, certainly won't be now.
All right. That's it for us and our thank you for joining us for the joy of adventuring with Bob Ross. Thanks everybody. Let's do a quick outro. I am Sean, aka Sean the Goofy DM at No Tweet Sean on Twitter. You can find me on lots of different streams. I'll be on Variant Roles, Thread Raiders, random pickup games. I love playing and I love meeting new people. Jordan, what you got?
Hey, so I'm Jordan at D&D Jordan Lee on both Twitch and Twitter. Been gaming with the Threaders for feels like forever now. So much fun, and we're going to be having another game shortly to wrap up this charity event. But the giving is still going this weekend. We also have So Many Games is doing a charity event for Stinky. So that will be happening, I believe, tomorrow, correct?
Mhm.
Correct.
Chatterama 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, so please give what you can, but if you can't, of course, a tweet goes a long way, as well as sharing the stream. But everyone, thank you so much for joining us.
So I am at PB Smitty, as mentioned earlier. Find me on Twitter, Insta, and wherever you wish. Please feel free to hit me up with the bardic puns I should have used instead of what I did use. I'll happily take recommendations. As Jordan says, Maddie's got the stream for Stink Rat tomorrow, so tune into that. And directly following us, Chet will be streaming for another game in the Reach Out and Read charity raising cast. So please tune into him as well. Because we just did a Bob Ross stream, it's worth pointing out that Chet is a master painter.
Right?
Taught many of us to do some mini painting at PAX. So, just wanted to share that because I really enjoyed how my mini came out, and we're on a painting run right now. But that's it. And take it away, Rene.
Oh, okay. I'm next. Hi, I'm Fairy Rene. You can find me pretty much everywhere as that, or also at Geeky Bugbear, or right here with the Thread Raiders. If you're playing a game out there, hit me up. If you need a player, I'm more than happy to play. Maybe run a game or two.
It gives them
you can find me
access
tomorrow
to like a world
in the
of possibilities.
Chatterama Electric Boogaloo. I will be there as well, hanging out with Maddie for one of the sessions.
In a
It
book,
is
she can
12
be
hours
anything
to
she
chat
wants
and
to
over
be.
30 people
it
that are
kinda
going to be
gives her
guesting
a
and
viewpoint
talking,
on
raising money
what's out
for
there, whether
Stinky's
it's
medical
an
bills. So it
engineer,
is
a doctor,
amazing.
a lawyer, an
fabulous effort.
architect. She kind of
Again, thank y'all so
understands what
much,
each
and
occupation does.
and
And it kinda just
JA,
opens
thank
up
you
the
so
door.
much for my +1 bikini armor. I
love
appreciate it.
the one
Mad
room that we
love,
have.
mad love.
We have a little
Thank y'all
chair
so
in
much.
her room, and she
India,
snuggles up with
you're up,
me
my
every
love.
night, and we read. So I get my little
Hi,
quiet time
goodbye.
snuggles
My name's
with her.
Aaliyah.
I think it's helped so much with her speech and language
My
development.
cat is
100%.
Katz and Frau. It's on the thing,
She's
and
starting to write
I'm
numbers and letters
technically
on
have
her
a Twitch,
own,
but
just
it's kind of my
for,
first
you know, when
time
she draws a picture.
guesting. So who knows if I'll be back. But it was nice playing with you guys. Thank you.
I hope you will be back. Is this
Right?
your first?
You did a great job.
Is
Such
this
a
your
joy.
first time?
Whoa.
Is this your first time on stream? Period.
Yep.
Welcome to the madness. Yay.
You made it, and you did great.
I
Yes,
know.
You
you did
avoided a lot of
amazing.
like tech issues.
Yeah.
Still
Right?
alive. Shocking.
So see, no excuse. You got to come back now.
Okay, great.
It works that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Good.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Did anyone else have anything else they wanted to add?
Thank
Stay
you, sir,
tuned
for running us.
Yeah, thank
One
you
of
so
us.
much.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thanks.
Sean.